Lovelies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda Strana. Thank you so much for all the love and support. To my returning subscribers, to those people that share my videos and leave commentaries, you guys are the real MVP. So lovely. Across this video on my For You, and I thought to share where this pan colored woman is all out to call out people who she think that does not really know what Orange Man is trying to do. Like, she goes as far as to talk about how you guys are so dumb that this man is actually doing things for the betterment of every other person. She even goes as far as to talk about how it's going to make, like in terms of tariff, is going to make some people not to pay tax. Like, without even realizing that tax and tariff has nothing different. They are so that the same thing. Guys, I'm just going to roll the clip as well as some of all the stitches I was able to put together. Please leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We're just here for educational and informative purposes. Alright, lovelies, let's dive into it.
Truly wish more people understood the tariffs that President Trump is implementing. I wish more people knew what kind of freedom that's going to give the American people. President Trump is trying to use these tariffs to get rid of taxes. And I'm telling you guys, he is very smart. That's how the country was ran before taxes. I truly have a hard time understanding how anybody could be against that. I understand maybe not liking him, but who could be against getting rid of taxes? Who is against having more money in your pocket? The only people that could be against that are the people who has truly never paid taxes. Before you complain and talk about how terrible it is, give him the opportunity to show you. I hope all you guys are having a wonderful day. It's a beautiful day here in the state of Kentucky. God bless each and every one of you. I truly
understood how tariffs work. I really do. I mean, they don't work like that. They don't. Tariffs hurt this country. They do. We have to pay more for our goods and services now. It hurts us. It hurts the American economy. It hurts us. But see, here's the problem. And this is where I told this one lady, you guys make this so fucking easy. It's like talking to a brick wall. You cannot be reasoned with. You cannot be told. Facts among feelings. You don't want to do your research. You don't want to do any of that shit. And it's mind-blowing. And you get on here and you're trying to be nice and you're all that and all sweet. But you know what? At the end of the day, ma'am, you're just another Trump supporter that is trying to fit a round peg in a square hole. And it does not fit. You know what I mean?
I truly wish more people would have paid attention in math class, specifically business math. I truly wish more people would have took economic classes, because motherfuckers like this white woman right here really believe that these corporations are going to absorb the extra cost of tariffs. I truly wish people like her didn't have a platform to sit here and misinform all the people that follow her, thinking that these tariffs are going to be good, because she don't understand history. Anytime a country imposed massive tariffs, it was bad. Truly bad. But see, her racism, her whiteness is her pillowcase. It's her pillow. She will cut off her nose to spite her face so that she can support a racist, because she's racist herself. Y'all have a good day. And if you haven't, please go look for a math class and study. Yours truly, Goddess Mia.
I truly
Well, obviously you don't, because you're fucking defending it. Like, here's the thing. You're saying that he's getting rid of taxes. Tariffs didn't work before. That's why we have what we have now. Number one. Number two, it will destroy the country. It will destroy the American dollar. Okay? He started a fucking trade war so he can continue to destroy America. He said he was coming for retribution. This is part of it. He wants to destroy the fucking country. How stupid can you actually fucking be? How are you that damn blind that your head is so far up his behind that you can't see how full of crap he really is? But what do I know? I read, I understand things. But hey, you do you, idiot.
Let's just say, for argument's sake, that you're 100% correct. Trump is doing this completely altruistically, and he's getting rid of taxes by using tariffs. Okay, let's see what that looks like. Well, it looks like instead of paying one tax a year for anywhere between 15 to 35%, depending on your tax bracket, you are now paying at least a 5% increase on every single thing you buy. In fact, the cost of living on average is predicted to go up $1,200 for the average household. So not only that, but now you're also alienating the entire country from any trade partner we've ever had, because everything is just completely overpriced and puts everybody in a ridiculous position, all because you think that he's trying to save you money by taxing you more through everyday products that you use. Toilet paper, food, especially food, lumber, for anything that you need to build, like a house, the thing that we live in, any car that you buy, all those things come from importing. There's not a single thing that we use in this country that at least isn't partly imported from another country. There's no way we can do it on our own. That's why things are so cheap. That's why things were cheap for a while until things got incredibly out of control. So I really think you need to take an actual look and be really critical about how he's setting everything up, because when he gets that tariff money, it goes into a general spending fund in the Treasury. Do you know that if it's in a general spending fund, it can be used for anything? Do you know what it's not going to go to? Public services. You know what it is going to go to? You guessed it, Elon Musk's Starlink contracts.
The tariff is a tax. It doesn't get rid of them because it is one. It's also known as a duty. And domestically, you'd think that it would make our products cheaper, but not when we already outsource products to other countries. Then you pay more. We're so cooked.
You really sound like you're in a cult. The way you're trying to explain stuff to us with your soft voice, that is quintessential cult personality talk. Just the level of your voice. And then on top of that, you're telling us something that is patently false. The tariffs are not going to do anything to taxes other than make them go up for us. They cut the taxes for the 1%ers and fuck the rest of us. Please, get yourself into therapy, ma'am. You're in a cult.
Okay, let's do this. You're right. Trump is trying to get rid of income tax and return the United States to a tariff system. The last time the United States was like this was the Gilded Age, prior to the Great Depression. I am begging on my hands and knees, pleading with you to do any actual research on what the Gilded Age was like. Do you know what did not exist in the United States during the Gilded Age? A middle class. You were either so wealthy that you had more money than you could ever possibly spend in infinite lifetimes, or you were dirt poor and working class, probably working for the super uber wealthy. Let me try and put this in terms you might understand. Have you seen Titanic? Do you remember Titanic? Do you remember how the passengers of the Titanic were basically split into crazy wealthy or dirt poor? That was the Gilded Age. And you are out of your mind if you think you are going to be one of the uber wealthy ones. If your net worth right now, today, is not over $50 million, it ain't you. You will not be one of the uber wealthy people. Sorry, you won't. You are living in a fantasy if you think that's what's going to happen. And here's another news flash for you. Whatever gains you think you're going to get by not paying income tax, you're going to lose by having to pay more for groceries and consumer goods, and pretty much everything you buy is going to make up for what you aren't paying in income tax. The only difference then is that rich people are paying a much smaller percentage of their income, because a $50 jeans is a $50 pair of jeans whether you have $1 million or $200. So congratulations, because you've managed to be brainwashed into thinking that taxation is evil, you're gonna get screwed over by wealthy people. You are. And you know what? At this point, you deserve it. But I don't. I don't, and the millions of Americans in this country who understand history and basic math, we do not deserve this. Taxes have been a part of governments and monarchies and empires for thousands of years. You want to have a country? That country needs money. Where's it going to get that money from? Oh, its citizens is where it's going to get that money from. That's called taxes. If you hate taxes so much, go fuck off into the woods and live off the grid by the sweat of your own brow and leave the rest of us alone.
You seem like you think your heart is in the right place. I beg of you to understand that us having no income taxes would not, in any universe, put more money in your and mine pocket. You know the government subsidizes beef, grain, corn, like agriculture. We give farmers and ranchers like a lot of money from income taxes to keep the price of the produce and meat and eggs and milk sustainable. You think eggs are expensive now? Wait until the government is not helping pad the cost by subsidizing it. Also, I mean, I don't know you personally or your views, but people of your political persuasion, typically you guys are big fans of the cops and the military, right? Where do you think the cops get their budgets from? Are they gonna have a fucking bake sale, dude? The roads you drive on, the employees that fill out the paperwork itself at the DPS or DMV, the fucking cell phone infrastructure and internet infrastructure that you use to post videos like this, every park you take your lunch break in, without taxes, that money's coming from your pocket and my pocket. We will not have more money. We will have, in fact, wow, a lot less. Now, do I think all of our taxes always go to the things they should? Oh God, no. But I rode my bike along sidewalks and roads with fucking power lines and street lights on them. All this, not to mention that a tariff is a tax. A tariff is a tax. A tariff is a tax. And you and I will foot the bill. When in the history of this great capitalist heaven that we live in, has a company been like, gee, I gotta pay more for supplies for my widgets. I guess I'll just take it out of my profit 0 times. That has happened 0 fucking times. They just raise the price of the widget that they sell. Isn't that why people argue against minimum wage? If they have to spend more money on things, then they're going to raise the price of everything. Well, tariffs mean they're going to have to spend more money on things. And they're going to raise the price on everything you buy. I know the dream of this whole bullshit that Trump is spitting out is that eventually every single company in America will just make and buy stuff in America. I'm going to be dead before that happens, and I'm only 36. That is such a mind-numbingly monumental shift in the way things work in this country. I don't think people like you understand how impossible it is for something like that to happen in our lifetime. Especially if the only effort being made to do that is just fucking tariffs on islands where no people live. What the fuck are you talking about, man?
Ma'am, did you graduate high school? Like, what's the highest point of education you have completed? I have got to fucking know, because that single-handedly is the stupidest damn thing I have ever heard in my life. Are you okay? What is wrong with you? Like, Google tariffs. Things are already going up. Prices are already going up. We are already paying more for everything. I don't know if you're just that damn stupid or if you're playing a character or a part, because either way, it baffles me. It's astounding. How can you be so
I truly wish
How the country was run prior to taxes is that in 1930, the Smoot-Hawley Tariff Act was enacted, and what that did was it increased tariffs on over 20,000 goods coming into the United States, and that actually threw us into the Great Depression. Now, how we got out of that was we went into World War II. And that created a ton of manufacturing jobs here in the United States. And then Franklin Delano Roosevelt enacted a 90% tax on the rich. And that's how we came out of the Great Depression and how we created this idealistic 1950s housewife lifestyle that the right likes to create as a caricature of the idealistic lifestyle that we can go back to. Now, if we want to do that, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to eat the rich. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
Lovelies, this is the reason why, so many people, often tell these migrant supporters to make your research first before coming out to embarrass yourself. Like, this woman was like, oh, the only people who has to complain about the tariffs that is being imposed to these countries are the people who have not been paying tax. And she even goes as far as, oh, the tariffs will make people not to pay tax. I don't understand. I thought that tariff was actually tax. Like, do they have any different thing in common? Or is it that? God. Like, seriously, with her full chest, she's telling people, oh my God, if people do not understand, at the long run, everyone is going to, that tariffs is going to make people not to pay tax. If you're paying tariffs, you're already paying tax. Like, because when I saw that video at first, before the stitches, I decided to go check, like, what is she talking about? Is tariffs and tax not related? And here comes the stitches. Like, this is the reason why, Samaga supporters, people call them, oh, you guys do not want to, make some research. This is why people are having these problems. This is the reason why people are having these problems of you are supporting things that you don't even understand. You're trying to defend something that you didn't make any research. You're supporting that you're trying to make other people to look stupid, but you are the one looking stupid. Like, I don't understand. This is just so easy. You see that people are debating about this tariff thing. You just make your own research, like, oh, why are they even complaining? Why are they what? The fact remains that the people who are not going to pay for these tariffs are actually the people from these countries. Like, you as the individual is going to definitely be the one paying for it. The final consumer, you are the one paying for it. Like, this was not even understand. Everyone is just so quick to, oh, it gets very bad before it gets, beautiful. For how long? For how long? And people like this, whom because of their races, their supremacies, they don't care. They don't care. They just want to flow. They just want to follow with the crowd without making your own research. This is the reason why I said, even when things decided to go so bad, and at the end of the day, okay, arranged man decided to like go for the third time, people will still vote for him. People like this, because they don't care. They believe that so far it's actually not people that look the other way. I am okay with it, even if I'm suffering. This is when they call it suffering and smiling. There's some people that are suffering, but they're smiling because they don't want to accept the reality in front of them. They know that things have really turned soured, but they don't want to believe that. They don't want to accept that. They still want to believe in delusion. Like, they're just being so delusional. Seriously. Because this woman right now, with all of her full chest, talking as if she knows exactly what she's saying. This is exactly how majority, if not all, of these MAGA supporters think. I think that, oh, tariff is going to make all of us not to pay tax. Oh my goodness. Tariff is going to make you not to pay tax. And she still left that video there. She still left the stitches there. Even when so many people have stitched the video and started, try to correct her, even her own people have to like, oh, no, you don't know what you're talking about. But, this arrogant kind of people that they don't want to be corrected. They still stand with what they believe, even if they know deep inside of them that this is not it. But they still do not care. Like, I think this is just the way at which the majority of them thinks. This same stitch remind me of a particular stitch by same MAGA supporter. He was like, oh my God, these companies or these countries are going to pay tariff to us. We're going to do that. And forgetting that he's actually an importer. He imports goods. And when he was asked, okay, when you're about to import these goods and you're made to pay these tariffs, he was like, I'm not going to be the one. That was when he realized that he is going to be the one to pay for these tariffs. And for him to pay for these tariffs, he's going to increase the way at which he sells his goods and services, the amount of his goods and services. Then at the end of the day, people who are actually paying for it are the final consumers. This is just... Anyway, lovelies, why not just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. Please subscribe to this channel if you're yet to do that. Like, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one.